The God that I serve, the God of Israel, the God of the universe, the Almighty and all-knowing. That's what we're about to talk about, the all-knowing. How do you know that you know that you know that you know? Because that Holy Spirit inside of you bears witness to the truth. It bears witness and it just knows. It just knows. It's not an assumption. It's not. This is why you have to go through a sanctification and a purification and a process of laying down your own way. Laying down your own way. Laying down your own way. And you start moving his way more and more. When he's training you how to move his way, you're able to identify when your flesh rises up, when your old way of thinking rises up. You're able to feel that. You're able to see that. You're able to perceive like, okay, this is me. But then this is him. This is a knowing. And it's like, how do I just know? That's because he's all knowing, and you've been dwelling in his influence, and you've been dwelling in his presence, and it can't help but rub off on you. The discernment, the knowing, all these things, it can't help but rub off on you. I love Cassandra Mack here on YouTube. Anybody that's listening, I will always recommend Cassandra Mack. I love, so knowledgeable, great teacher. One of the things I learned throughout this journey is discernment happens at the speed of light. See, a lot of times, just with that, you know it, but here comes a teacher, or here comes a guy, here comes someone that can put it into words. You might not be able to articulate what you're feeling, what you say. You might not be able to articulate, but that knowing, it's just there, right? So this discernment, some people call it their intuition, and some people might be stronger in their intuition. Like I said, I would recommend you guys watching some of her teachings, and she will break that down. But what I see, what I notice with this gift is dimmed and dulled out by the world. The more you conform to the world, and the more you conform to logic, man's wisdom, intellectualism, the more you get into that bag, your discernment is dulled. It's dulled because your mind, you let your mind be the strongest thing in you. You let which is still a part of your flesh, okay? Your mind is a part of your soul, but that's your soul still has to come into subjection to the spirit, okay? The hierarchy is spirit, soul, then your flesh. So your soul still needs to come into subjection to the highest vibration, for lack of better terms, which is the spirit. It still has to come into subjection. Sorry about that. Don't let what you learned in the world dim your discernment. And don't let your mind talk you out of what you know. A great example is you can feel. I'll give you a good example. Someone I know, close to me, I could tell that they were on a certain substance, and I knew what the substance was. I knew it. And then it wasn't until a month and a half later, it was revealed where that person said it. And I'm like, in my mind, of course, I confirmed, like, yeah, I knew it. And many people, they talk themselves out of what they knew because they're like, well, they didn't say it. And, well, I never seen them do that. They rely on their eyes. They rely on their physical eyes. They don't rely on what they know. I love this season I'm coming into of just knowing. Like, forget the doubt. Forget the second guessing. Forget the emotionalism. Forget the sentimentalism. All of that. You know what you know when you know what you know it. You don't have to tell nobody. That's one thing I can say when you're on this journey. Don't tell nobody, honestly. Because you tell them, then they'll be like, oh, wow, you're judging them. Oh, wow, this, that, and the other. All of the political correct police will come and talk you out of what you know. And then here you're going to be 3 to 6 months to a year later, you're like, when it finally comes out, and you're like, oh, I knew that. I told y'all that. They're going to be like, for one, I don't remember. It's either I don't remember. Oh, you did say that. Or it's like, you want a cookie? And it's not that you're trying to brag about it. This is why you can't even say I told you so anymore. You have to stop looking for any type of validation for what you know. You have to stop. Okay? Because if you keep trying to ask these people, they will gaslight you and make you feel crazy. And sometimes they're not even gaslighting you on purpose. Sometimes they just genuinely don't have the discernment that you have. That's genuinely what it is. So they can't see it from that lens. They use their best man logic. I'll put it like that. They use their best wisdom that they learn from books. And then, the old great, don't judge people. I don't judge people. You don't have to even open your mouth. Y'all, you don't even have to open your mouth to discern something. But you don't even have to open your mouth to discern something. That's why, that just clicked in my head about a conversation. I don't know if I posted it on YouTube before, but this just reminded me of a conversation where, have you ever been consecrating your life, becoming holy, stop doing certain things and stuff like that, and people don't want you around them while they're partying or doing bad stuff because they feel convicted, essentially. It's like, I don't want them around because I feel convicted. That's because, but at the same time, you don't say anything about their lifestyle. You just want to hang out. Like, man, I just want to hang out. Like, I don't even care that you guys are getting high and getting drunk. I don't even care. I'm just here to have fun. It's because in your mind, you've already discerned that these people might be so depraved that they need substances or whatever. See, the discernment is so quick. It happens so quick. You're not even trying to judge anybody. It's just, oh, okay, I picked up on that. And deep down inside, they feel judged because the discernment has already went forth as to what they have going on, basically. And they would rather be kept a secret. Okay, I'm going into a whole nother conversation. So yes, do not doubt your discernment. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop seeking validation from man. You have to get this validation from God. You have to get the confirmation from him. And the more you do that, you'll start to see things so far away. You'll start to see things so quickly that you honestly don't even speak on half of anything that you observe and have discerned, because it just becomes a part of you. And the wiser you get and the more mature you get in that gift, you won't, like I said, you won't feel the need to explain anything. It becomes a superpower for you. It becomes a superpower for you to steer clear, resist the enemy, pray for people, intercede for people, things like that. This discernment that you have, this gift that you have, is always going to be able to help other people and to be able to help you. So yeah, I will be back with another message.